And ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Geshi's Kaman TV. I've been watching one person in Rigathi Gachagwa's team, Senator Methu, the Nyandarua County Senator, who is giving William Samoei Ruto's government a hell of time. Ladies and gentlemen, what comes to your mind when you see Senator Methu? When he speaks, what do you see? When I see Senator Methu, I see Abraham Lincoln with his beard. I see Saddam Hussein with his beard. I see the way Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad have always been portrayed to have long beard. I see the Castro brothers with long beard. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to first watch Senator Methu here before I give a critical analysis why I think Senator Methu is the man to watch. Watch him here.
Atakuwa tena nakwambia inua simu yako hivi 1300 itaingia ndani. Hiyo umesema. Sasa nikakumbuka tu si huyo peke yake ungeongeza. Iko mwingine atakudanganya atakutoa hapa chini, akuweke hapa juu, akuweke pesa mfukoni na amekuweka ndani ya wheelbarrow. Hata nyinyi mkiangalia mtu anaweza kuweka ndani ya wheelbarrow akutoe hapa chini akupeleka mpaka hiyo ndio umesahau kuongeza fadha. Iko watu waongo sana hii duniani. Waongo sana. Mtu alikwambia anataka kuweka pesa mfukoni, baada ya kuweka pesa mfukoni anakuletea maharagwe enya hivi. Sasa hiyo na ile kidogo ilikuwa imebaki ndani. Ile kidogo ilikuwa imebaki ndani. Ni anaiba kwa huko kwa e-Citizen. Mimi nataka nimalizie hapo. Mahali ninatoka ni Nyandarua. Hapo kila mtu ameokoka hata atuhubiri siku nyingine. Kila mtu kuanzia mwanzo wa Nyandarua mpaka mwisho wa Nyandarua. Hapo kila mtu anaimba gospel ya one time. Hata mimi siendi huko kuhubiri. Sasa niliambiwa kura kidogo imebaki ya William Ruto. Ati imebaki hapa Kadhiani, iko mtu anaitwa Alfred Methu alisema imebaki hapa Kadhiani. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Hapa iko kura ya Kasongo imebaki hapa. Wacha nione hii makazi ni yangu. Hapa iko kura ya Kasongo imebaki hapa. Huko kwetu nikiambia watu harambee wanasema one time, lakini hatusemi kwa kanisa, lakini kidogo harambee.
The firebrand Nyandarua senator is admired by many people, especially the youth. The Nyandarua senator is one person who is working very, very well and representing Gachagua and giving life to the opposition. So why is he attracting a huge gathering? Why is he the man to watch? Why is he attracting the Gen Z? Number one is because of his beard and his hair. The beard, the hairstyle in itself makes the youth identify with him. You know, the beard sometimes is seen as a symbol of masculinity and authority. And the man is very, very proud of his style of beard and the hair. And I've noted a number of youth are now trying to imitate Senator Methu. I've seen a number of them now having the kind of beard that the senator is having. I've seen a number of them having the kind of hair that the senator is having. Youth like identifying with somebody. And I think he has turned out to be a role model of the youth. Number two, in my view, is because of his humor. You know, in politics, if you want to succeed, you must be humorous. You know, when Raila Amolo Odinga used to attract huge crowd, he used to be very humorous. William Samoei Ruto also used to be very, very humorous. So humor is part of politics. And you remember the late Emilio Mwai Kibaki would be very, very humorous. Make a lot of humor, even from an ordinary thing. And people would go be correct on the ground, laughing loud, and it was very, very enticing. The only person I know that did not have that element of humor is Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi. But even Uhuru was humorous, and is still very, very humorous. I want you to look at even Gachagua. Gachagua message is actually full of humor. Number two, in my view, is because of courage. I've noted one thing about Kenyans. Kenyans love somebody who is courageous. Kenyans love somebody who is brave. Kenyans love somebody who talks truth to the power. And Senator Methu is just among the very few people who can speak truth to the power. Look at the way he is deconstructing William Samoei Ruto. Look at the way he is facing William Samoei Ruto head on, without fear, without missing a word. Compare him to some of the Mount Kenya counterparts who cannot even say the king is naked, even when he's walking naked. Look at the kind of leaders that we have in Kenya who clap even when the government is making mistakes. They clap anyhow without caring what the leader has said. This is not the kind of leader who can clap when the king is making mistake because of his courage. The other thing that is making him very, very attractive to the youth is because of his age. Senator Methu is just that 4 years. From all angles, this is a young man with a lot of energy, very much determined. And you see, when the youth see one of their own actually speaking truth to the power, they have to like him. In fact, these are the kind of readers who are attracting the Gen Z. I said many times, I've always opined in this channel, that the leader who is going to attract many votes is the one who is going to attract the youth, the one who is going to attract the Gen Z. If you look at Babu Owino, on the other hand, you agree with me, Babu Owino, who is also youthful, is also attracting the youth, because the youth are able to identify with one of them. However, ironically, there are some youthful readers in government, especially in UDA, who are actually seen as they are against the youth, and therefore they have become very, very unpopular. Maybe you can name those kind of readers here, and maybe others can give others who are actually a role model to the youth. The other thing is that when you see Senator Methu look like a Mau Mau, a true son of Mau Mau. I think that is a correct one. A true son of Mau Mau, with his beard, with his long hair, with his eyes, with his courage. This is a true son of Mau Mau. And one thing I know about Kenyans, they like identifying themselves with heroes. So when the youth see him, they see a son of Mau Mau. They see somebody who can fight for them. They see somebody who can stand courageously and say, this is wrong in my view. So Senator Methu is one of those leaders who have a very, very bright career ahead. These are the kind of leaders who will be elected with a landslide. In fact, Senator Methu does not need to campaign. He does not need even one poster to say that he's vying for the Senate. Senator Methu is even likely to be elected as a governor if you want to become one. And there are many other leaders like Senator Methu. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Why do you think Senator Methu is attracting huge crowd? Why do you think people clap all the time when he's talking? Maybe you can put your comment in the comment section. Otherwise, have a blessed weekend ahead. This is Gashi's Command. Till next time, bye-bye.